Old Ashland tradition continued today as hundreds in the community gathered to honor Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy.
Rocky Walker shares this long-standing tradition.
Hundreds of Southern Oregon residents gathered at the Ashland Historical Armory to celebrate Martin Luther King Day. And now they're heading to the plaza. Music filled the air and dancers filled the stage as hundreds came to Ashland's 37th annual MLK Day celebration. Celebrating Black arts and culture and MLK's vision of progress.
He was about people and the content of our character, and that is what we are striving for. That inspiration that Dr. King gave us, it lives in all of us. So today we amplify that.
Oregonians showcase the message to the next generation to look back at the progress that's happened and the work that's still to come. Acknowledging the work for civil rights for all in the country. They then marched to the Ashland Plaza to listen to the I Have a Dream speech.
It's not about race. It's about people. It's about people having freedom to do whatever they want, to love whoever they want, to be whoever they want.
In Ashland, I'm Rocky Walker.
Let's check in with Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. You know, Tim was telling me I don't normally wake up early in the mornings calling me out for that, but I heard there was some snow for us.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting little thing that happened in Medford. It was just basically in the Medford area. Take a look at how cold it was this morning. We got down to the 20s. We saw more of that freezing fog, but because of some industrial smokestacks putting in some moisture, some pollutants, it was able to warm things up in that fog enough to produce snow, and we did see some accumulation in Medford, and yeah, it was kind of cool. Very kind of a rare thing. You can't really predict that meteorologically, but it is a potential again tonight as we will be seeing those temperatures tumble and likely seeing more freezing fog developing in our west side valleys. We did rebound nicely though. The clouds and fog cleared out pretty quick in the Rogue Valley. We made it up above 50 in Medford, now at 48 degrees. It's 36 in Klamath Falls. Temperatures already starting to tumble out there. We will see some higher level clouds streaming into the region, but still expecting areas of freezing fog to develop in our west side valleys. Down to 26 tonight again in Medford and falling to 15 in Klamath Falls. We'll take a look at your forecast for tomorrow and details on a little warm up through the middle of the week coming up.
Matt, thank you. The fog and icy conditions impacted travel overnight in the Rogue Valley. The Medford Airport canceling 9 flights between 8 o'clock last night and 7 this morning. All of those cancellations were for departing aircrafts headed to Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Denver, Phoenix, Seattle, and more. Right now, nearly all arriving and departing flights are back on schedule. Continuing our coverage, Providence Hospitals and the Oregon Nurses Association are actively proposing new contracts for hospital nurses. The two sides began negotiations last January. That's before the contract between nurses represented by ONA and the hospitals expired in March of 2024. Both ONA and Providence have told us today they sent contract proposals to each other through federal mediators. Both parties also expressed doubts that a deal will be reached soon. We'll continue to follow negotiations closely and update you as we learn more both on air and online. On to a crime alert. 2 Oregonians are in custody for impersonating firefighters near the Palisades fire in California. Authorities say 31-year-old Dustin Nell and 44-year-old Jennifer Nell were arrested after deputies spotted a suspicious fire truck attempting to enter an evacuation zone. The truck was marked with the name of a non-existent Oregon Fire Department.
And the suspects were wearing CAL FIRE t-shirts under turnout gear and carrying radios. Authorities say they admitted to entering the evacuation zone previously. Investigators revealed Dustin Nell has a criminal history in Oregon for arson and criminal mischief. The pair now faces charges for impersonating firefighters and entering an evacuation zone.
U.S. Senator for Oregon Jeff Merkley is showing his support today for Florida's U.S. Senator Marco Rubio as the Secretary of State nominee. Merkley said in a statement today, quote, "There are many areas that Senator Rubio and I are in agreement on, including the importance of the United States standing with our allies and remaining a strong voice for democracy and human rights globally," end quote. Merkley acknowledged some of their different viewpoints on policy, including the climate chaos and the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Moving to a money alert tonight, the city of Ashland is accepting proposals for its Affordable Housing Trust Fund. Applicants can request up to $200,000 in funding for projects to create affordable housing in Ashland. This can include proposals to build housing, land, banking, pre-development activities, emergency repairs, transitional housing, and much more. The city is accepting proposals through Friday, February 14th, and coming up at 6, we'll tell you what the city is looking for in possible proposals. In a travel alert tonight, a stretch of road between Medford and Phoenix known for deadly crashes is being worked on to improve safety. Highway 99 South is undergoing lengthy construction to improve safety for pedestrians and bicyclists. The project will add sidewalks on both sides of the road and create bike lanes.
The reasons that this project needed to happen is because of so many crashes that take place on this stretch of road. The police have actually clocked people speeding at significant speeds, like 75 miles an hour, which is ridiculous.
Construction began in November of 2024 and is expected to finish up in spring of 2026. Tomorrow, the Oregon State Marine Board's extended public comment period on the Upper Rogue River ends. Boating issues in the area have led to the proposal of further revisions to the rule language. The board is considering a 15 horsepower limit for boat trips on the Upper Rogue. The goal of the proposed rule change is to balance tourism, conservationism, and the needs of community members. The board will meet Thursday to discuss the next steps.
And looking ahead, a meeting is scheduled in Wairika on Tuesday about a plan to change the way forests are managed in the region. The meeting is for the Northwest Forest Plan Amendment, a plan that would shift forest management's focus. The meeting is to hear from you, the public, on these proposed changes. It takes place Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Klamath National Forest Supervisor's office.
And Ashland is holding its annual town hall gathering in just 2 days. Community members can head to Southern Oregon University at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday to learn more about resources that are available in the city.
Mayor Tanya Graham will also be giving the State of the City address and presenting the James M. Ragland Volunteer Spirit Award and the Alan C. Bates Award. The event is free and open to the public.